Hey, welcome to Beyond Time Management. I'm Dr. Lon Schiffbauer, and this is Module 7, Stakeholder Management and Building Support. In our previous module, we talked about how to optimize our tools and environments to really make sure that we can ease into flow state and really get awesome work done as we're working toward our input goals and then our milestones and our objectives, all that good stuff. Fantastic. We're really moving forward. But you need to understand you don't work in a vacuum. There are others around you, and, well, you know what? You need their support in one way or another. Maybe you actually need their help on a project, or maybe you need them to allow you the time and resources to work on your project, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today, is really making sure that those with a vested interest in the outcome of our project, our stakeholders, are on our side. And that's exactly what a stakeholder is. Somebody with a vested interest. They hold a stake in the outcome of your project. So maybe you need time, maybe you need money, maybe you need other resources, maybe you need help on your project. Well, stakeholders are the people who will give you this time and money and help. Furthermore, your project will have an outcome. This outcome may affect other people. Let's say that you're working on a college degree. Well, that takes time and money that you're taking away perhaps from your family. And when you earn this degree, you're going to transition to another job. Well, that other job will affect your family. So, yes, they hold a stake in the outcome of your project. These are stakeholders. Now, as I say, we need their help. But it's worth taking time to first understand why they may not be so keen on helping us in the first place. First, there's perceived impact. If what you're asking them to support adversely affects them, then it's not hard to see why they may not be too eager to support your project. It may also be that you don't really have a clear objective to offer them. If you yourself don't have a clear understanding of what you're trying to accomplish, then stakeholders will likely withhold their support. Likewise, there may be a lack of clarity on what kind of support you actually need. So you're asking them for help and support, but what does this actually look like? If you don't know, then support will be slow in coming. It may also be that, at least in their eyes, what you're working on is moving counter to already agreed upon objectives. If your stakeholders are fully committed to an existing objective and your new direction seems to work against that objective, then they're going to be slow to support you. So let's say, for example, that you and your partner agreed that this year we are going to get out of debt. We're going to take all of our discretionary income and move it toward paying off our debt. And then you decide, you know what, I want to start a business, and that's going to take the money that we had already agreed upon to reduce our debt. Well, then that means that starting the business works counter to an already agreed upon objective of paying down your debt. And, well, your partner may not be too keen to that. It might also be that your stakeholders believe that, well, it might be a good idea, but the timing is all wrong. In some cases, your stakeholders may say that while they agree with your proposal in principle, the timing just isn't right. Let's say you want to take a job teaching off in, Dubai or something, and your partner's like, you understand that we just had a baby, right? I don't know that now is the right time to pick up and move our brand new family off to Dubai. It's not that teaching in Dubai or something wouldn't be cool as all get out, but the timing just isn't right now. Did I share just a little bit too much of myself there? Okay, so there are other reasons as well that stakeholders may withhold their support. We're not going to go into all of them, but you get the idea. It is not a done deal. You can't just assume that they're always going to say, yay, you. There may be things that get in the way. So with this in mind, Let's now talk about how to win our stakeholder support. First, relate what you're working on to their needs. As a general rule, people are more interested in solving their own problems than they are in solving yours. By connecting your objectives with their objectives, you can more easily win their support. People aren't selfish. I'm not saying that your stakeholders are all selfish and so forth, but there's a lot of problems out there, and these are the ones that are affecting me the most. This is what I'm focusing on. And so if you can connect the work you're doing to things that are really vexing them, then yeah, you can bring them over to your side. You also want to use data. By bringing data to the table, you can help your stakeholders see that, yeah, this may in fact be the right direction for all of us. You also want to help your stakeholders see and sort of feel the value of the end state. Sometimes helping a stakeholder envision a future in which your solution successfully solves a problem they're facing is enough to get them excited. Next, you want to make sure that you set clear expectations. After all, a stakeholder will be far more likely to say yes if they know what they're saying yes to. So you need to be clear about what you're asking them to do, what their participation will entail. You also want to communicate and help them see a map to the end state. They're going to be more likely to help and support you if they kind of see this map, this progression of work that will ultimately bring them to the end state. That way they kind of feel like, all right, there's a known quantity in front of them. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and they can wrap their minds around that. And of course, when you provide this map, you will want to provide progress against schedule. It's not enough to win their support. You need to keep their support as well. The more they see you nailing your milestones, the more they'll be willing to invest of themselves to keep your momentum moving forward. And finally, acknowledge their contributions. Don't just take their support for granted. You couldn't have done this without them, so make sure that they know that you appreciate their support and their help and everything that they've done for you. And, well, truth is, you're probably going to need their help again in the future on something else, so you want to make sure that they feel like they're appreciated and that they share in your success, by the way, in whatever form that may look like. So that's how you're going to get your stakeholders on your side and get the support you need. And yeah, now you're really cooking with gas. But then you need to stay motivated. You need to keep going. And so that's what we're going to talk about in our next module, the all-important topic of cultivating self-motivation. So stick around and let's keep moving forward. All right? Well, that's all I've got for today. So go off and make some trouble, and we'll talk again soon.